All right, what's going on, YouTube? Today we got some beef spare ribs. Got it for 16 bucks over at Winkles. We'll throw these bad boys in the smoker. All right, and now for the preparation. There's really not that much trimming. That's about all the trimming I've done. No excess fat from right there. I went ahead and I scored that back membrane out right there. There's no need to remove it. I'm gonna use a little hot sauce binder, a little Gulf Styling hot sauce as a binder, and then I'm gonna season it up with the Traeger prime rib rub, because these here are basically from the bottom of the prime rib. So yeah, that's it. That's all the prep needed. Okay, just like that. Remember to wash your hands after you do this. If you decide to go with a Ghost Island hot sauce rub, because you will, they will start burning. Spread generously with the prime rib rub, and you guys can use any rub that you guys like. I'm just going with this one because it is part of the prime rib. Okay, go generously, pat it in, flip it over, and repeat the steps. And don't worry about using too much of this hot sauce. It's not gonna come out as spicy as you think. This is just a binder. You probably won't even taste it. Same thing, sprinkle it generously. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and cook these. Typically the same thing that I've been cooking all my other meats. I'm planning on taking these to 160, 165 internal. Wrapping them up in foil. Taking them all the way up to 200, 202, up to tender. Okay. And letting them rest for like 15 minutes and diving right in. All right, guys. Pit's coming up to temperature right now, and we're gonna pop these in as soon as she's ready. Look at him. He knows it's barbecue time. What's up, bro? What's going on, boy? What's up? You want some barbecue? Yeah, I know you do. Building my coal bed right now. I'm using 100% pecan wood because that's what I have. I also have a little bit of red oak, but it didn't rain today and I forgot to cover it, so can't use the oak. Gotta wait for that to dry up. I had these little covers. You'll see a little bit of wetness right there, but that's fine. I'm not too worried about that. So we're gonna use 100% pecan today. All right, we're almost there. Got to take this one up to 250, close to 300, just under 300. This side is the hottest side, so this one will probably creep up over. This side here is the cooler side. I might stay just under 300, and that's the ideal temperature. We're almost there. All right, guys. Ideal temperature has been established on the side I want to cook on. And remember I told you I was going to be a little higher than 300 on the hotter side, which is fine. I'm going to be cooking over here on this side. Preferably somewhere in the middle, staying away from the edges. Most offset cookers are hotter over towards the edges and towards the front. So I'm going to stay somewhere in the middle to the back. Our cold bed has been established, and we are ready to pop those ribs inside. All right, there they are, right there. Besides the rub, the primary rub, I went ahead and added a little bit of coarse ground pepper, as you guys can see right there, and that right there is for a little bit more like a crust buildup on here, sort of like a brisket style. All right, let's pop these bad boys in the smoker. And there they are. Check it out, guys. They look delicious already, and they're not even cooked. They're looking real good. I'm looking for maybe, I don't know, 2 to 3 hour cook, depending. I got to use my instant read thermometer. Like I said, I want to take them to 160, 170 internal, wrap them, and then take them to 200. And maybe I might sauce them, I don't know. But I've never done these, so I don't know how long it's gonna take. This is my first cook on some spare ribs, beef spare ribs. So I don't know how long it's gonna cook, how long it's gonna take, what the time duration for these are. But whatever, you know, I'm not that experienced in barbecuing. Some guys can do it without a thermometer. I can't. If you're one of those guys, hey man, you know, I commend you on your skills. I have to use a thermometer. I've got to check the temperature on them. I'm cooking the temperature, not to time. But yeah, we're gonna experiment with these, and we're gonna go through it together. And once the final product is done, I'll let you guys know. I'll give you guys a rundown of everything, that, you know, all the times and everything. But so far, you guys have seen what I do, you know, the prep, the seasonings, and I'm gonna cook these just as any other thick piece of meat that I've cooked in the past. Okay, so we'll check in on them maybe in an hour, 2 hours maybe, and give you guys an update. All right, guys. Here we are at about 2 hours. You know, past a little over 2 hours. We're looking pretty good. We got good color. Let's go ahead and take a temperature. 113. 118. Yeah, we're still early. Gonna take a little more than that. I'm looking for 160, at least 160 before I can wrap. There's a fire right there. Check that out. We're looking pretty good. A little dry, but I'm not gonna spritz. I want to go ahead and get a little bit of bark on there. But that's where we're at a little over 2 hours. And what did I say we're looking at? Let's see right here. 117, 118, somewhere around 115. All right, we're gonna let it go a little more. I'm looking for 160. All right, guys. So they have reached an internal of 170. Okay, I went ahead and wrapped them up. Like I said, I added a little bit of barbecue sauce, and I've got them meat side down this time with all the barbecue sauce down at the bottom. That way it steams up all nice and tender. We're gonna go ahead and let these go probably for about another hour, maybe 2 hours, until they reach 200. All right, I'll bring you guys back. All right, guys, so the ribs have just reached an internal of 200, a little over 200, and check that out, guys. Check that out. Look at all that bone pullback. And these are smelling delicious. If you guys can see, look at all that steam. Man, these things look good. Let me go ahead and take another temperature reading to where we're at. Yeah, 196, 197, 170, 200 in some spots. Look at that, 203. So they're probing really tender. So I'm calling it right now. What I'm gonna do, see it right here, in some spots it's a little tough, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put them back into the smoker. I'm gonna put some of Triple D's barbecue sauce. My friend Rick from Lake Isabella gave it to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and sauce them up a little bit, throw them back in there for like 10-15 more minutes, and that'll be it. So I just slathered some barbecue sauce on it, used a little brush to spread it around, and I'm gonna give it about 15 more minutes, and then it should be ready to go. And that's it, guys. Ribs are finally done. Came out, just pulled them out right now. They've been resting for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, but check it out. Look at they smell great, and I know they're gonna be tasty. So yeah, guys, I did these just like I would any other thick piece of meat. I seasoned them up with a little bit of Traeger prime rib rub. Used a hot sauce as a binder. Threw them in there in the smoker at 275 until they reached 160 more or less internal. Wrapped them up in aluminum foil, took them up to 200 plus, and this is the result. So there you go. If you guys want to get you some, go ahead. That's the way. Use my method. Use the way I did it, and you should come up with something like this. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.